Hi folks, so you're doing this is sjsrana Rana reporting for April 10th, 2026, Friday, April 10th. So time is about 1600 hours IST India Standard Time. So as you can see, I was briefly out. I was even in the car just to check the few parameters on the car, and I was also doing some excursion today. So I'll share that video with you and my April 8th, 2026 long excursion. So I'll share some of the CCTV snippets with you as I keep doing every time. So folks, all in all, a lot of developments since I last reported on April 8th, in fact, and also before that, April 3rd and 4th, around that time also. So there are a lot of things, a lot of new developments. First come first, we are expecting the return of moon probe, which is manned, which is with the human probe, which will return. Expected return is tomorrow, which is April 11th India Standard Time, and I think the crew members are going to fall offshore of San Diego. That's what we are expecting around that San Diego or California side. So a lot and lot, and I will discuss with you the events ahead, because the war, as I predicted all along, how it's progressing. Iran war, Israel war, US war, all I'm going to share with you. But some of my snippets, some of the work which I'm trying to focus on is basically how prediction has will come to that the nuking of India with the China that will take place to eradicate, eliminate serial rapist nation India. So India is also known as a serial rapist nation, apart from marital rapist nation. For Olympics 2024, maximum gold medals by India. That's their performance, stamina, strength in Olympics 2024 world stage, and most of them serial rapist, incest rapist, and marital rapist. That's why they got maximum gold medal in France Olympics 2024 per India media. Okay, folks, lying ahead time, which I keep predicting you, giving you all the time. I've already predicted now China thermonuclear war with India, where 80% of India shall be decimated. Serial rapist nation, genocidal nation, India, hate criminal nation, India shall be decimated. That's on the cards. And what's going ahead with Iran? I've already predicted in October 2025 that there'll be end times, which is Iran-Israel war. And right now the development is that the oil is surging, and I keep telling you all the time, keep buying oil. There's no way it's going to come down. It's only geopolitical ball games which people are playing to pressure it down. But this is always, it's all going to go up. So anyways, folks, I'm sharing some of my internal CCTV which I have, and you can see my cat lying here. And this is my cat Joycey, female cat. The big deal about this cat is this is time about you can say April 2nd and 3rd and 4th. So as you can see, my cat lying over there, as you can see, the cat is basically pregnant, and it was almost done with the gestation, and it was about to give the delivery of kittens. So that happened on 3rd and 4th. But I'm going to share something very surprising, amazing, and bizarre, and I don't know what happened, but this is something which I am going to share with you, which is very pathetic news. That the kittens of this cat, which I expected at least five, I saw in my remote vision. But something very strange happened, that even though she was with me all the time, she stays with me all the time. I have a pair, I have male cat and a female cat. Something very bizarre happened, that on 3rd of April, April 3rd, 2026, she was expected to give delivery. As you can see, she has a fat belly. She has a belly full of kittens. You can see over here from whatever the sightings come from this CCTV, because I don't have coverage everywhere, but wherever the coverage is there, you can see she has a fat belly. Shows she's carrying babies, kittens, and she's also taking time for adjustment. This is not the cat Joycey, but the other cat which I shared with you earlier. Over here you can see she's lying on the ground with her fat belly, and she's enjoying chilling out good time on April 2nd. So the most surprising thing about this thing is that I know she gave kittens, delivered kittens on 3rd of April, April 3rd, 2026. So somewhere around April 3rd and 4th, she delivered kitten, because I was not tracking her, tracing her, because I know her gestation period was there. It takes about 63, 64 days for cat to give kittens once she is conceived. And the biggest surprise to me and shocking to me still date, and I'm really shocked that I could not locate her kittens. It has been almost 5 days now. Today is April 10th, and I expected her that she had delivered it on April 4th or 5th at the most. But my idea is on the April 4th and 3rd and 4th intervening night maybe. But that's India Standard Time. But most shocking thing to me is that I could not locate the kittens all in my house. I tried to search each and every corner as I can. I could not search the kitten, I could not find the kittens. And I am very shocked and surprised. You can see she is having a full fat belly. That's kittens with her, which is on April 2nd. And my idea is she delivered intervening night of 3rd or 4th. But I could not find her kittens. I searched every corner of the house because I thought, okay, for 2 days since April 6th, 7th, 8th, that perhaps she has hidden her kitten somewhere. Perhaps I'm not able to see. Perhaps she's somewhere. Uh, Perhaps she has done it somewhere which is hidden because normally cat will deliver a kitten somewhere hidden because they want to make the kittens delivery of the new babies kittens to be secure. So I thought, okay, she must have hidden somewhere which I cannot see in my sight. Perhaps after 4 or 5 days she'll really reveal it to me, but which never happened. Even in last time, she revealed it to me immediately. She came to me before even delivery. So I was very shocked that I could not locate her kittens or any trace of anything of this cat who delivered the babies, the kittens. As you can see, she's having a fat belly. She's lying down, enjoying having a chill time. And I could not locate. I searched the whole house, and it's been now April 10th today. For last 4 days, 5 days, I've been consistently searching. I could not locate the kittens, and that is most shocking to me. So for some reason I have this intuition that somebody has trespassed into my house like a dacoit, like a thief, like a hate criminal of India, genocidal India, and they have stolen the kittens. That's my understanding. They have taken the kittens. Somehow they have the entry to my house. Many times in past, numerous 3, 4, several occasions, I have reported to cops also that somebody is trespassing into my house when I'm not there. So, day before yesterday, I even informed my property manager over here, as you know, where I reside, Galaxy Enclave, Jaipur, India. I reported to my property manager that if you can see on your CCTV, they have thousands and thousands of CCTV all around over this property. And I asked them that if you can check and see if somebody entered trespass into my house, because the big thing is that I even didn't leave my house. I was in the house all the time till April 5th, 6th, 7th. I was in the house. I didn't leave my house, residence. And the delivery of the kittens took place on 4th, April 4th, 3rd, and 4th. And till date, I cannot locate any kittens, any trace of that. And I see her belly empty. I'll share with you that also. I see her belly empty now. As you can see, the belly was full, but the belly is empty. So she has delivered the kittens, but it seems like some dacoit, some thief of genocidal India, pre-planned, trespass into my house, specifically targeting this, knowing this somehow, because I told you every time that they are using electromagnetic weapons. Military grade EM weapons are being used at me consistently. For last 2 days since I reported to President and Supreme Court and international justice forums, they have subsided for last 2, 3 days. But till April's 5th and 6th, they were using consistently military grade EM weapons, and they target me every time. You know, genocidal India, they have nothing else to do. I told you many times, the genocidal mindset of India is like a gutter. So their mindset is like a gutter of genocidal India, hate criminals nation, and serial rapist nation. So I could not locate the kittens, which is most surprising. As you can see, I'm sharing my CCTV. I was briefly out on April 10th at about, you can see, around 3 p.m., which is 1500 hours time. Briefly out excursion for my important grocery for my kittens. Cat, not kittens. I don't see the kittens at all. As you can see, this is April 10th and time is about precisely about 14:52 hours IST Indian Standard Time. And I came back briefly because I was out just for an excursion to get some important grocery for my cat. So 15:05 hours I was back on April 10th. So as I was sharing, I have no idea. I live alone. I didn't even open my residence gate. As I keep telling you, I'm always busy in my spiritual practice. I hardly get 5 minutes time to even open my residence gate. For at least 10, 15, 20 days sometime, I don't even open my residence gate. I have nothing else to do with the outer world. Nobody comes to my residence. It's been like this for last 7 8 years. I'm almost practicing a celibacy monk life for last 8 years. As I tell you that it's practicing spirituality, but it's not that I'm doing it as an option that I just want to stay monk or celibacy. No, I would like to stay in the same life or married life or good having a good partner and staying together. But I don't find any match in India because I keep telling you folks my frequency doesn't match with the human people, human beings over here in India. They have a different frequency and their DNA is imbued, is engraved with genocide mindset, genocidal and hate crime. For nothing, they will have a hate crime. So most of the pagan hate criminals, gangsters, genocidal gangsters, we already know it's populated India with that, with a genocidal mindset of gutter. And most of people have a genocidal gutter mindset or a hate criminal gutter mindset of a gutter. That's why India don't perform in Olympics 2024. They only perform in genocide. The gutter mindset only performs in genocide or hate crime. That's why the genocidal mindset cannot get gold medals in Olympics. As you can see, 2024 France recent event, they scored zero gold medal. That's genocidal gutter mindset of India. That never goes away. I keep telling you all the time that their gutter mindset of genocide will never go away. It's in their DNA. To commit a genocide, hate crime, they are born with DNA of hate crime because perhaps their parents will also hate criminal genocidal. Ever since India got independence in 1947, their DNA has taken drastic change in last 15, 20, 30 years to become a genocidal gutter. Simply put, it's a genocidal gutter. So, okay, folks, as you can see, on April 8th, I arrived at about 21:30 hours IST India Standard Time, and I left my premise at about 1200 hours IST on April 8th. That was some long trip I had to take for 6 7 hours. I had to visit my service station of this bike, which I purchased. It's an EV bike, electronic bike, and I've switched to electronic bikes on February 2026 because I was knowing ahead times is not good for gas, petrol, diesel. It's not good, and price are going to spike. So I purchased it before that. And because I'm alone, I live single life, so I don't need to use my car all the time because there's no other passenger next to me. So this bike serves good purpose to me. It gives me good average, and it's from River India. I shared you in last time. You can see also in the time ahead because I'm basically prefixing this clipping to my past clippings. Okay, so it's going to become one package. So anyways, you can see me over here. Time is about 21:35, 40 hours IST India Standard Time at about night. I arrived and took me about 15 20 minutes to gather all my belongings, which was in my bike. I had to take it out and just to see inspection on my gate. It seems like it was stuck somewhere, but I just inspected my gate, front gate, and I was out briefly. Because I keep telling you folks, I don't get 5 minutes time to even stand on my main gate, let alone open the residence gate. I don't get that time. I don't have the privilege of time. For me, time is basically precious commodity. The most precious commodity for me is time, for time travel, consciously. So I keep telling you, the most precious commodity for me is time. People have value for money, for diamond, for uranium, plutonium, polonium, all other heavy earth rare matters which are also not found on earth. Some of the few of the rare metals, but you will come to know later on what I'm talking about. But for now, I tell you, time is the most precious commodity for me, and I don't get the time to spare even 5 minutes outside of my gate. I don't know about genocidal or serial rapists India. I see them all around. It seems like they have more than enough time. Even in 24 hours, they have perhaps 36 hours. They can be seeming roaming around like gangsters, mobsters, serial rapists, gang serial rapists. Because the India is most popular nation as a serial rapist, incest rapist nation. And the more incest rapist you are, the more serial rapist you are, the more India population will give you the accreditation. And if you are not a serial rapist, incest rapist, then you have to live your life alone, and you are not a hate criminal also. So you have to be alone all the time. You have to lead your life single in India. It's only for India, genocidal India, that if you're not a serial rapist, you're not an incest rapist, marital rapist, and you're not hate crime, hate criminal, genocidal mindset of gutter, then you have to live alone in India. That's the first marking. When you see India people living alone, a saintly life, a peaceful life, then that's a saint who is not incest rapist, serial rapist, genocidal gutter of India, and hate criminal gutter of India. So, anyways, folks, going ahead, this is some of my shorts which I keep uploading time to time, because making a lengthy long video, I don't get that time, but I spare with you to tell you ahead. So, times ahead is very precarious, and obviously, I have given a prediction on genocidal India being nuked by China and other nations in World War III event lying ahead. It will be nuked. 80% of rapists, serial rapists, incest rapists, India will be wiped out. Be prepared. 80% of India will turn into radioactive ashes. No matter how much of defense they produce, how much of attack they produce. Against China, zero gold medal nation India, powerless, useless, pathetic, serial rapists, incest rapists have no power physically also to counter China. China is a gold medalist Olympic nation, top performer. India is a zero gold medalist nation. You can understand where their power, their abs, their bodybuilding is going. It's all going into incest rape, serial rape, and marital rape. Three kind of rapists are most popular in India, and they are most preferred by even females. If you are not a serial rapist in India, then female will not even talk to you. Females of India will not even have any friendship with you if you're not a serial rapist. If they know you're a serial rapist, they think that you have a power. You have power to even give her pleasure. You have that much of performance to give her pleasure all the life. If you are a serial rapist, they come to know by that gauge. If females of India, if you are not a serial rapist, incest rapist, marital rapist, you have no value in India. Okay, folks, shifting the topic, over here you can see this person, New Jersey, Nigam Bhatt, Indian origin person on H1B visa. See what kind of things they are doing. They are doing a scam. Elderly citizen of the US, he tried to scam for 800,000 US dollar. Can you imagine what kind of things they are doing there? So that's, I told you, India origin people, you have to be very, very careful 10 times, because they have a genocidal and hate criminal mindset of gutter. So, okay, folks, ahead times are very precarious. I keep telling you all the time, keep holding oil. Crude oil is going to shoot up. And all in all, I can tell you this war of Iran, Israel, US is going to go continue. As you can see, ceasefire is not even withholding for 12 hours. So, Trump announced ceasefire on April 6th, 7th, and he kept bragging about it, that I've got it done, and there's going to be peace in Middle East, and nobody's going to shoot bombs or missiles at each other. But you can see what's going ahead. So Iran is fighting a war still. Israel is bombing Lebanon consistently, and Pakistan is trying to do some sort of mediation, but you know it's resulting into nothing, because neither Israel or Iran is going to agree on 10 points which each other have manifested. So my saying is that it is going to continue. I've been predicting. I'll release a later short telling you exact what's going to happen when the missiles and perhaps some nuking can also happen, which I sense it's coming up. I'll go in remote vision. I'll tell you what date and time will happen. You can keep looking at my shorts, because I don't get that much of time to share with you every time on this lengthy video. I'm much better off with sharing a 1 minute, 1.5 minute of short, which I'll give you the prediction time ahead. And when the nuking of India will take place by China in World War III, and many other nations will nuke India. And it's very important to my understanding that they will nuke India, serial rapist India, and that's my prediction. Hi folks, so you're doing, this is sjsrana, Rana reporting for April 9th, 2026. Time is about 1100 hours IST, Indian Standard Time. So, lot of topics to cover. I have catch up to do a little bit of that, because my last release video 2 days ago, I've already warned about the major events going around the globe. I've already warned that the ceasefire of Iran will not stand. It will still continue as a war, because this is World War III. The calling is there, and then nuking of India on the cards as predicted. China-India war, where China will nuke India entirely. Almost 80% of the India will be wiped out. Much more. So stay tuned. I'll give you the updates, date and time of when the events will occur. Because if I give you right now, then the imposters of India, serial rapist of India, will grab that information, and already my YouTube account and X account they try to shut down. They try very hard, because they are hate criminals, genocidal India. So folks, much more. Let's talk about Iran first, and then I'll give you much more heads up. So far, as you know, 2 days ago, Trump announced ceasefire with Iran, and Israel reluctantly participated, but there is no confirmation. So anyhow, because there are a lot of discrepancy between the main media, mass media, alternative media, and what the congressmen or the politicians are saying in the US, including Donald Trump, and what the Israel is trying to do behind the scene. So Trump has been insisting that there is a ceasefire, there's complete peace deal, there's nothing to worry about. All the ships are hunky-dory. People will start getting ships day and night. But how far can Trump be from the reality when the whole Hormuz is still shut down? There's choking of Hormuz. Iran has unilaterally announced that it will not let even a single ship pass by, except the friendly ships of France or China. Iran is not even trusting India. As I told you, folks, anyone, any nation, anyone trusting India is an idiot fool and has sold his or her soul to the devil if they're trusting India people. So I have told you many times, and I don't need to remind again because I'll give you much more why people of India can never be trusted. If you trust, then you have sold your soul to the devils. So far, we have seen Iran reluctantly announce ceasefire. Now we see the bombing of Lebanon continued despite the ceasefire, and even the Iran facilities were bombed, power plant, something or like that. So all in all, Iran is enraged with this ceasefire and double meaning or double standards and the double games being played. Geopolitical game, we already know China, Russia, and this BRICS group are backing Iran completely behind the scenes, covertly, overtly, and they are supplying all the intelligence, the intel, especially Russia is supplying all the intel to Iran. That we already know because Russia always plays, Putin always plays the Trump cards in his sleeves. He already has that, and he's supplying key information to Iran, where to bomb Israel and the US. So anyways, folks, this war is a geopolitical game. It's not a simple game. I told you many times that you must not believe what they say on main media. Basically, the war will continue. If you keep following my channel and my advice, you will see the war will continue despite what they say. And I've already told you numerous times that you must keep hoarding oil. Crude oil basically got slashed to $92 a barrel just 2 days ago. But I told you many times keep hoarding oil because they just want to keep the oil down and the war running, the war machine. They want to oil the war machine with the oil. But no matter what, the commodities come back to its place where people know, the investors know, that the real value of crude is at least 140, $150. So they are suppressing the crude oil price, but it's $150, $140. I've been telling you, if you want to make profit, keep investing in oil, dump everything else. Don't invest in stock markets even, because it's all jittery right now. And as far as I can tell, folks, the war will continue as the Russian-Ukraine war has been continuing for more than 1500 days. Yep, 1500 days plus. It's been continuing. So why the US hasn't been able to approach or make a ceasefire or some peace deal? Why? Why these global nations, including India, failed to even have a ceasefire, Ukraine and Russia? So this is all evident that what they say on the mass media is all deceptive. Everybody is playing a deceived game right now. Everybody is lying upfront to people, and the leadership has become a belligerent liar right now. Everybody is trying to befool the masses. It's become their duty. So, folks, only few senators or few congressmen in the U.S. are trying to debunk the truth. They are trying the falsehood. They are trying to debunk what is wrong, what is right. So, look over here. The recent example for the Republican from Texas, basically, and his name is Tyler, and he has been able to unravel the massive scam of H-1B in the U.S. Yep. US is being ripped right in front of their eyes. They are being invaded legally and illegally. I am so shocked. I lived in US for almost 10 years. I worked for blue chip companies and I really did the work which I was intended for, what my visa for. Okay, and I landed in 1999 in US, New Jersey. Then I went to California. I did my job as I was told in the US visa program. But look over here, how the US citizens are being ripped. Their jobs are being stolen in broad daylight by these H-1B scammers, especially from India. Most of the H-1B India people who are in there are 80-90% based on some scam. Whether it's education scam, they're lying about their degrees, they're lying about what they do, what their skill set is, what they're doing. So look over here. Tyler Oliveira already caught this man live. He took the pen, and he interviewed this guy who was working in 7-Eleven, And as you can see, he was on a H1B. H1B is supposed to be highly professional and skilled labor, which is in shortage in America. Only those people will arrive in the US. And look at this guy, this chap from India. He's working in 7-Eleven. So is 7-Eleven a highly skilled job in US now? Are you kidding me? Or who is befooling you? The US congressmen? The elites who are churning money with H1B? Or those people who are legally trying to invade America? And they're selling the dream to people. Oh, look, we are getting you the highest paid professional, and they will be paid much more than what the US average person will be paid. And they will also rape you, they'll also scam you, and perhaps they are serial rapists also. They're raping females day and night. Because India is known world popular for serial rapists. Okay, India is the only nation in the world which is popular and famous, and people promote serial rapists in India. Okay, it's the cultural value of India, right from where India originated in past. Cultural values to promote and to appraise the serial rapists. That's why you can see a lot of their gurus, Ram Rahim, Gurmat Ram Rahim, Asaram Bapu are serial rapists. They are serving jail term because India cultural value comes from serial rapist. The most powerful serial rapist, which has raped almost 100 or 1,000 females, will be most popular. You see the cops department. See how many serial rapists are there in India Police Department. You will fall from your chair. It's all run by a serial rapist. The nation is called a serial rapist nation and also incest rapist. There are two kinds of rapists which are most powerful and popular and famous. Even females promote them. Females of India. Serial rapist and incest rapist. They love them. I tell you folks, I've never seen such degraded females who love serial rapist and incest rapist. So anyways, folks, this was debunked by the congressman, and on the interview, they say that they are almost 50-60% of H1B from India. India low-class labor is working on 7-Eleven or petrol pump or gas station, but they are having H1B visa. Somebody is working in a liquor store, somebody is owning a liquor store. So folks, open your eyes, you're being ripped right in front of your eyes. It's a broad daylight robbery. They're raping America, they're robbing America, the US citizens, the innocent people, the brave hearts of the America, and also they're scamming you. They're running all kind of phony schemes and scam, and many of those H1B are agents of India government, secret agents. They're also doing secret spying on you, espionage also, and you have no idea. You have an anaconda on your backyard who is basically engulfing or gulping everything around, and you have no idea, and you're leaving your kids with them. What kind of lunatic mindset has come over you? You are not seeing the reality. I'm very upset and sorry to say that American citizens are being ripped in broad daylight by this Indian H1B program. And all those congressmen who are supporting this should be shunted out, or should be at least barred from attending the House for at least 2 months. At least 2 months, or shut it down. Shut down the US Senate if they can't agree on this scam of the H1B. So folks, you have to open your eyes. Every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars. I keep repeating, they are pathological liars. Lying and pathological liar is in the DNA of India people. How many times I have to remind you this? It's in the DNA, imprinted, engraved. You cannot change the lying tendency of India people. I tell you folks, I live here, I've been in India, I've been in US also. The US people, only maybe 1% could be seen in lying in maybe if you go through and scanning. But in India, 80-90% people have a DNA of lying. They'll deceive, they'll be deceptive, they'll be lying, they'll be thieves, they'll be thugs, they'll be dacoity, they'll be grand larceny people. It's in their DNA. You cannot change about it. That's why nuking of India is in their cards. It's their malefic karma. They have accrued so much of malefic karma that if you nuke India, if India is nuked in the planet, you will have a much safer planet. Planet Earth will be becoming like a heaven, because the negativity, the complete gravity of negativity of these people from India, the serial rapists, incest rapists, is so huge that you cannot even imagine, you cannot comprehend. They are pushing the whole humanity into abyss. I tell you folks. So this nation, genocidal India nation, you have to shunt it out, throw it out like a fly. It's a fly. It's a low-grade people. It's like people in the gutter. Their mindset is of genocide gutter. Their mindset, their DNA is of gutter, of hate crime gutter. their leadership thinks about gutter all the time because they have a genocidal mindset. Every time you talk to the leadership, they'll talk about genocide behind the scene. So, folks, this is the reality. So, okay, folks, on the Iran war, tragic deaths keep occurring, but what we see the most tragic or genocidal is when the journalist, known journalist, is being bombed by a drone or targeted drone or by, you can say, an aerial bombardment or some missile specially targeting the journalist. We have already seen last 2 weeks ago that there was three journalists in Lebanon border was bombed, targeted individually in their car. They were traveling, including one lady, female, and two other journalists, and three of the journalists were bombed. And now we see this another journalist bombed in this crucial war of Iran and Israel. It's Israel drone strike hits the car, specifically targeting a car. Okay, so when a journalist is hit, it doesn't matter what nation it belongs to, what religion it belongs to. They are doing the work of eyes of the nation, and they are being bombed. This is the most horrific or tragic event which is occurring in this war. I understand there are tragedies on both ends. Israel is losing people, civilians, and Iran is doing the same. So this is okay because it's a war. Everybody knows, the world knows it's a war. It's not like Israel is raping females of Iran or Iran is raping females of Israel. No, they're bombing. And in a war, nations do bomb each other, like an India Pakistan war. You see in May 2025, they both try to bomb each other. So it's a war, it's all acceptable. But if they're specifically targeting, let's say, children, kids, female, or they're targeting journalists, specific religion, then it becomes a genocide. It's not a war, it's a genocidal war, it's a religious war. So, as far as I can see, this could be leading the whole world, pushing the whole world into a genocidal war or religious war between the Jews and the Islamic Republic of Iran. So it could be that, it could be leading to that now because both of the sides are not buzzing, they're not holding back, and they are holding the trigger on the gun. Their missiles, their launchers, their airstrikes, whatnot. So, folks, as you can see, this was a big event, and people participated in carrying out the deceased one who was bombed. The car was bombed. So it's a very specific target. Car is not a small fly. It's a big target. Hitting a car is like you're targeting some specific person. So, anyways, folks, okay, while we know the nations are at war and there is a bombing of journalists or innocent, that's understandable. But look over here in India. Look, the largest organized mafia of India, the armed criminals of India. Yes, can you believe the cops are doing a custodial deaths in India? Yes, they are. If the person doesn't die, then they beat him so hard that he becomes crippled or incapacitated. Yep, that's the paid salaried people of India government, which is known as the Cops Department, Police Department of the India, also known as the second most largest corrupt department of India. Yes, it earns gold medal every year for last many years. Cops, Police Department of India, every time, every year earns a gold medal on corruption and bribery. Okay, so this is no new news for people who are in India, but it is a shocker to the whole world, to the planet Earth, that people, the cops of India, not just one or two, the whole police department participates in extrajudicial custodial deaths, torture, and whatnot. It's all going under the Supreme Court. Supreme Court knows that cops of India are barbaric people. They're barbaric. Their intent is hate crime and barbaric. And under corruption, they become too barbaric, like a butcher. They become like a butcher if they are being corrupted. They are given the right amount. It starts anywhere from $5,000. You can corrupt any cop of India, and then you can make that cop appear as a terrorist. So people in India normally say, who needs to hire a hitman when you can hire a policeman? Okay, even the top cops of India say that. Who needs to hire a hitman if you can hire a policeman? You can corrupt a policeman, and then that policeman will become legal butcher or legal hitman for that person who has paid $5,000. Okay, so who needs to hire a hitman in India when you can hire a policeman to kill a person? So there are many thousands and thousands cases in India where the top cops are seen involved or interacting daily in close association with serial rapists. Yes, you won't believe. The top cops of India have a close association with serial rapists. If you can see a daily log, and you will see most of the serial rapists are interacting closely with the cops of India. And I'm saying top cops. Forget about the lower departments. They are 10 times ahead of the top cops. Look over here, this Bhuller man, the top Inspector General range of Punjab. Punjab, by the way, is notorious. The Punjab police is notorious in corruption, bribery, and extrajudicial killing. It has a track record and history since 1984 genocide of India of butchering the humanity. Yes, they are butchering the saints and humanity. They have a track record. That's the police of Punjab. They're they are most notorious in whole of India in doing such activities. They have no shame at all. They can go down to any gutter, any level, and they can become criminal themselves. That's the authority they demand from India, that they themselves can become criminal, killing people, launching fake fabricated FIR or the police case, and then butchering that person. They are world famous. So who needs, that's why India people ask 1.7 billion people to the world, who needs to hire a hitman when you can hire a policeman to kill a person, to murder a person in India? And Supreme Court of India knows it very well. And they have no process, they have no procedure to put these criminals, these corrupt people, to monitor them day and night, because there's no you can say apparatus to police the police in India. Police in India can become the mafia, the criminal gang, the gangsters of India in a minute. So this person who was butchered, then his son was butchered, tortured in the police custody. The father and the son duo was openly butchered in the police station. And by everyone else, it's not just one or two or three cops from top level to the bottom level. Everybody was torturing that person and the son, father and the son, innocent father and the son. The only crime was that in 2020 lockdown of COVID, they happened to open their shop beyond the restricted hours. Can you imagine? Is this a crime where a policeman could murder or kill innocent people? Is this a crime of that nature? Even if it is a crime of murder, they cannot still torture that person. That's against human right. But who is going to tell the world that India is a human right abuser? India, genocidal India, pagan gangsters of India are genocidal, are basically hate criminals of the world. They are butchers of the world, humanity. And if you don't realize this, then you have already sold your soul to the devil. You're parting with devils. You're part of devil industry. Hi folks, so you're doing this is sjsrana, Surendrajit Singh Rana reporting for April 6th, 2026. Time is about 1500 hours IST India Standard Time. So now what you see the situation of the world as I'm going to talk ahead. as predicted in October 2025 with the month prediction of hashtag MAR, which is March 2026 ET end times. This was predicted by sjsrana me in October 2025, as I keep predicting 8-9 months before the events. So, as you know, it's mushrooming growth. People are all talking about Israel, Iran, America war. Everybody's talking about that. It's mushrooming growth everywhere now. There are millions of journalists talking about that, which I predicted in October. And I pre warned you this is going to happen. So, focus is there, but let me tell you the future ahead now because they won't talk about what I talk. But they only copycat me. Mostly around my residence, around my neighborhood, around wherever I live in India. There are millions of copycat imposters, impersonators who sell my information when I tell you. So, folks, what you're looking on your screen right now, let's switch the topics. This is the prediction by me, sjsrana, for nuking of India, genocidal India. I'm predicting ahead of time how the genocidal India will be nuked because they don't want to change. They are belligerent, as just like an ass and donkey. They don't want to change. They think they are very powerful people. They have won Olympics, France 2024 gold medals. So now they think they're very powerful and they are people who everywhere should be fearful of. I'm talking about hate criminals, which is 80% of India population. India population is comprised mostly of hate criminals. Be aware of that thing. That's why they're doing this hate crimes against humanity almost daily. So, folks, this was my top view, which I took on April 5th, facing west from where I stand, and I was trying to capture the MAPS comet. As you can see, Venus on the top. You can see on the bottom top of the sky is Venus shining, and just at the bottom below Venus was MAPS. I could get some glimpses, but I could not capture it because this was my cell phone. So I saw this events which is going to go ahead, and this comet is a harbinger of prediction which I have told you ahead of time, which is that genocidal India will be nuked and many nations will nuke genocidal India. No matter what they do now, they cannot save themselves because the black karma, the malefic karma is falling on India now. You can already see world is trashing their currency. World investors are exiting the markets of India, genocidal India rather. You should not call India, always prefix genocidal because their DNA is imprinted with hate crimes and genocide. Whenever you talk with an Indian, especially the top bureaucrats and top bureaucracy of India, always think of genocide in mind. What they are planning, they will not tell you, but covertly they are only planning hate crimes and genocide against humanity. That's what the name India is. And this is the largest communal violence nation on the planet ever since it got independence. Just in 77 years, there are more than 77 hands with blood of communal violence. Yes, their hands are always already in blood. Okay, you don't need to take or seek any permission. The human rights know it, that their hands are always in blood. They're always thinking of genocide and how to commit a hate crimes against humanity because the pagan gangsters and the genocidal pagan mindset of India will never vanish, I tell you. As long as they are pagan, some pagan god is teaching them to commit a genocide against humanity. So that's what I'm telling you again and again. Always avoid pagan genocidal India because some pagan god is teaching these hate criminals mongers, these genocidal suicidal people who are rulers of India, that they must commit genocide and hate crimes against humanity day and night. And that's what they're empowering day and night. They're empowering the demons, the devils, the pagan devils and their demigods to do a hate crimes against humanity. So genocidal India have to face the consequences. The law of the karma says that whatever they do, whatever they sow, they're going to reap. So nuclear war and nuking of genocidal India is predicted ahead of time. I'm giving you the predictions. I'll give you day and time and month as I keep doing it every time. So just stay tuned and follow me. If you follow imposters, impersonators, perverts, child rapists, incest rapists of India, which are in millions and millions, you will never get any real fact. There are millions and millions of incest rapists in India. Incest rapists are most popular and powerful in India, and next powerful are the pimps. Pimps are most powerful in India after incest rapists because they keep supplying each other females and minor girls. That's what India does, and you can always watch from sky their daily sex trafficking of females around, especially around my neighborhood, how the secretly females are trafficked and given to the serial rapists. Warship and water wars ahead and how the global economy is going to shape and what's going ahead on the oil side. So my predictions, as they have come true, 90% they have come true for March 2026 ET. That I predicted it October 2025, and that was end times also for existential threats and everything else. So prelude to that, we have already seen starting from February 28th, exactly following the pattern of March 2026, which I predicted in October 2025. So all these predictions and much more ahead. Stay tuned, and more if you're tuned to my channel and to other things, you'll be coming to know what's going ahead. Also, how the global rapist association is targeting, killing, bombing journalists, press association, and saints everywhere. Be aware. Okay, so focusing first on the war, which we can see already there was ignition of war with Ukraine, Russia, and that was going on for almost 1500 days, you can say, all in all. But now we have Iran, Israel, and the US war. NATO is not participating, mostly not participating. Spain has denied the war participation, UK has denied the participation, and Italy has also denied the participation in this Iran war, which the US and the Israel have been calling to bomb Iran for no good reason other than to change the regime. But that was only 48 hours operation from the US admin, from the Department of War. How come this has taken over 30 days? How come? And who's responsible and who's funding this war? Is Israel funding the war, or Donald Trump funding the war, or the Department of War funding the war? I guess no. The answer is the US citizens. Their taxpayer money, every day $1 billion, is wasted on this useless war which they cannot win. So right from very beginning, I have warned that war with Iran is not that easy as dropping a bomb on Syria or maybe Lebanon. No, that's not. But they didn't listen. The warmongers didn't listen. So, anyways, folks, we are now in a situation where the whole world is in fear, because see, there are tensions everywhere. There are polarization. World is much more polarized as we knew 10 years ago. So, for last 4 years, with inclusion of BRICS, Russia, Iran, North Korea, China, India, playing major role covertly or overtly to exchange arms, nuclear devices, missiles, technology, whatnot. They have been playing major role for last many years, but we are not aware of the consequences. But now, since U.S. and Israel launched unilateral war on Iran, we are very aware how the World War III situation is in front of our eyes, which nobody thought about it a year ago. But I predicted it in October. I predicted openly in October 2025 with hashtag MAR 2026 ET, end times, existential threat, and sightings for ET. Well, you have not maybe noticed. I have already noticed the sightings of ET. Their indications. It's all around the signs in heaven. If you could only a fool, an idiot, on living on planet Earth, could be saying that we don't know the ET existence or the signs in the heaven in the March month, which we have seen all across with MAPS comet, which we will see another 2 or 3 days how it's going to react with sun. So April 4th or 5th, by that time we'll come to know how maps the comet interacts with the sun. We're already knowing the impact of 3i Atlas outbound visiting Jupiter in proximity. We already know, we already have the effects in March. So that is why I was predicting that there are going to be sightings. Only those who can know, who can see, who have higher ESP, not other idiots or serial rapists, which the world leadership, idiotic leadership is daily rewarding the serial rapists. So, anyways, folks, this is my neighborhood, and as you can see, this is I am over here. Basically, the date you can see on top left corner, the time and the date stamp you can see over here. And by the time I'm around, I just get about 5 or 7 minutes of free time if I have to do some important work outside of my residence. For many days, almost 15-20 days, if you know me very well, which I've been telling all along, I don't spare even 5 minutes of time. I don't get it to basically even stand on my main gate, let alone think about what's going around my neighborhood. I have no idea. I don't interact. As I've been telling all again and again, I don't interact with my neighborhood people. I've never interacted with them. even though they may be roaming around, but I don't know. I don't have time. And further, I told you many times my frequency doesn't matches with these people, especially around my neighborhood and also of the people of India. My frequency simply does not match. So you'll mostly see me alone, do my work, my thing peacefully. But yes, there are gangsters, serial rapists around. Many serial rapists have been daily raping new female by threatening them, terrorizing them, capturing them, hijacking them, manipulating them, just like Epstein used to do. The Epstein empire. So we know one Epstein, which has shaken the world consciousness, and the females who were victims, thousands and thousands of men and girls, basically. But over here in India, I tell you folks, there are millions and millions of Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell. There are millions and millions. They're all filled all around. But people of India don't have the audacity or that tenacity or that boldness to encounter them, to openly proclaim they are serial rapists living around my neighborhood, or around their neighborhood, wherever, that there are serial rapists, child rapists, pedophiles. No, they don't, because they are all participating. Many of the females of India cease to protest on rapes. They know there are rapes taking place because they know their husband. They know the male in their house, perhaps their brother, or perhaps some male in the house is a pervert, is a predator, is a pedophile. So the girls, whether it's a sister belonging to that brother, will keep silent because they know if I speak something, my brother will be taken by the cops because he's known for sex trafficking or interacting with pimps all around, or basically raping females or prostitutes, whatever you call it. That's why the females of India never protest, because they know a male in their house is a rapist. They know it. A male in their house, any male, could be their father, could be their brother, could be their son, is a rapist, or is a pimp, or is a male prostitute, or calling a female prostitute. They know it. That's why they are silent mostly, and that's why India offers the best opportunity for Epstein type personality, Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein type personality. They are basically rewarded here in India. As you know, Epstein is in the bad books everywhere in the US. Everyone in the US will call Epstein in their bad books, will basically renounce Epstein mentality. Even Ghislaine Maxwell, the girlfriend of Epstein. But in India, so in India, there are millions and millions of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell type personality roaming freely and rewarded daily. So a simple question people ask in India and in world is, who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Yep. Who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Everybody is interested. If you lure a trap or sting operation, you'll find 90% of India males interested in raping a female. 80% of them. Yep, that's the mindset you're dealing with India. Who doesn't want to rape a female or prostitute in India? That's their Olympic performance. France 2024. The performance says that they are raping prostitutes and females, and that's why their performance is going into raping. Not performing Olympics. Come on, man. Olympics is not a single game like cricket of insects, played by insects mostly. Insects, cricket. It sounds like insects. It's not one game. There are hundreds and hundreds of games in Olympics. So not even a single gold medal by what you call these people, India. Not even single gold medal. And they claim they're powerful people. They have power. They want to show power to other people. When they come into attacking saints, innocents, journalists, they show their power, their muscle. They say, look at our muscle and power. We are attacking saints. We are attacking journalists. We are attacking innocents in India. And raping females. That's where their power comes into play. But when it comes to Olympics, world stage Olympics, all these bodybuilders, all these idiotic people who are claiming their body, their abs, and what nonsense they do, what nonsense they eat, goes to drain, or raping female. Either they're going their energy into drain, or they're raping females here and there, or prostitutes of India. So folks, look at it. You have to look at a nation, what it's doing basically, intrinsically, and what's thriving it, and which is driving the economy of India. Rapists or saints? Who is driving the economy of India? Saints or rapists or pimps? In India, pimps are rewarded. The most wanted person in India is a pimp who can deliver a female to a male residing in a house. So that's what it is, folks. You have to look very carefully and look around. Be very careful. India is not like other nations like America or US or Australia, where people all condemn Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell type personality collectively. Over here, even cops are corrupted. And top level cops, I'm saying top level cops are corrupted in India. And many top level cops are seen daily interacting with serial. So many top cops of India are daily seen interacting with serial rapists. Their best friends are gangsters or serial rapists. You can see, you can check from their logs, from what they interact with, who they're interacting. They're not interacting with saints. No, the top cops you'll not find interacting with saints or saintly people. The top cops of India are known for close association with the serial rapists, gangsters, criminals. Close association. And so is the low ranking of cops of India. So bribery and corruption is all pervasive in India. It's the basic currency, and with given corruption and bribery, they can file a false case, a fabricated case. They can create a false case on innocent, and then they can threaten the life of average people, knowing that that person is isolated, or basically they are targeting saints. Cops of India are seen targeting saints also, innocents. All they need to know is this is an alone, isolated saint, an innocent, then they will target it because they'll get corruption. They get money for it. Okay, folks, another alarming and glaring incident where it's a culture and it's a tradition in India, long-standing tradition, where a groom, a would-be groom or a groom who gets married recently is known to play a metaphor game publicly in view of everyone. You'll be shocked to basically breastfeeding the milk of the mother, of his mother. The groom will do it openly. And this is done as a metaphor. So, as you know, India is a nation of metaphor. People in India are metaphor, you can say, actors. Everybody is a metaphor actor. They don't need to join some acting company, but they'll act. They know it very well how to befool people and others. So they'll play metaphor games. So it's all inclination from this Garba dance to this Ras Leela, what all these play these metaphor games. And metaphor games in India is played by mostly serial rapists. Because to rape a female, they have to play a metaphor game. That's per tradition of India, to rape a female. Even a manor girl, they can rape if they can play the right metaphor. So that's why metaphor nation India cannot win gold medals in Olympics. France 2024 Olympics, India with 1.7 billion population won 0 gold medal because they only win gold medal in raping females or one game cricket. That sounds like insect cricket. Cricket is also an insect. So anyways, I don't know why they call it cricket. So anyways, but they only play one game. The DN of India people only play one game. Very surprising. I don't know why don't perform in Olympics, because the metaphor games they play. The second most popular game they play is metaphor. To rape a female, to hijack a female, to rape a minor girl in India, which is very popular. Incest rapists very popular in India. India is the second largest nation known for incest rapists after Afghanistan, Iraq, and perhaps Iran. So they play metaphor games to rape minor girls. Everywhere it's popular. So if you can play the right metaphor game, you can rape a minor girl, 15 years old, 12 years old in India. That's India tradition, in the India cultural values. So this metaphor of breastfeeding adult son breastfeeding a female or a mother during the wedding by the groom or by that husband of the wife is the metaphor game very popular in India. So I'm asking if they are doing this. So I'm asking this metaphor, what can I say, idiots, when they play this publicly metaphor game, are they also going to play a delivery after labor publicly, because they have to prove that they were born out of this mother, so they have to show delivery in public, labor delivery, if they are doing this metaphor breastfeeding game in India. So folks, you have to understand the mindset of these people. They are like third world country people, and they are like uneducated, even if they are educated in school. As you know, it's very popular saying education doesn't come from school or college. Common sense doesn't come from school or college. Common sense and proper education, the real education, intellect, comes from inside, from your DNA, from your parents. It doesn't come from school. But these people who are going to explain the metaphor idiots of India, They are in millions and millions and millions. I repeat, metaphor idiots, morons are in millions and millions and millions in India. If you are an idiot or a ludicrous, you'll fall. So I repeat, if you are an idiot or moron or ludicrous idiot, then you will fall trap to these metaphor morons of India, who are in millions and millions metaphor morons of India. For Olympics, gold medal, France 2024. Only metaphor morons idiots of India can win gold medals. Okay, folks, moving on the next topic. We know there are going to be a lot of events I predicted already for March 2026 ET. There are going to be layoffs across the globe, but not much more impacted can be seen in the world which can be compared with India. India is going to have massive layoffs. Mostly the international company, all the MNCs which are in India will be forced or will be compelled to basically lay off India employees. Recently, we see the Oracle, the giant in database world, and AI. Oracle is basically laying off almost 12 to 15,000 employees instantly in India. Then it will be doing much more. This is round one. And a famous US doctor, India origin US doctor, said that every H1 India worker should be sent back to home. Why they are here in US? Because they are not helping now anymore, because AI has taken over every place. Coding is done by AI. Programming is done much more better, skillfully by AI than the India programmers, which they hire, the labor force from India. So, folks, all those companies in US which are laying off H1B visa people and foreign workers should be recommended, should be a bye-bye. It should be a buy on the stock markets. So buy the stocks of Oracle, I tell you. I'm giving a prediction right now. It's going to do much better because it's trimming the excessive workforce, which is basically a tax on shareholder. So companies like Google, trash Google. Why? Because it's hiring, or it's basically outsourcing jobs to India. It's hiring, it's doing investments in India for no good reason. India is not a AI hub. India is not any more technical hub. It's not even a semiconductor hub, no matter what their idiot leadership may claim. It's not a semiconductor hub. Semiconductor hub is South Korea, Taiwan, and China. So, okay, folks, moving on quickly. As I've been predicting all along, you can check on onewordpress.wordpress.com that you must keep hoarding oil. Anytime the oil falls down or crash, pick up oil. Oil is going to touch $150. That's my prediction. So oil will go much higher, and because the Hormuz issue is still there, there is a complete choke of Hormuz. Russia-Ukraine war is ongoing. The war is going to escalate and perhaps is going to spread. Regional war is already there. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, they're all getting into a club, and Yemen, Iran, Syria, Russia, India, China are one block. So you can see this oil is climbing up. It's almost touching $110 crude oil for May 2026 contracts. Derivatives have already touched 110 US dollar. So it's a spike. I keep telling you every time, but you always follow the serial rapist association and you fall down. I keep telling you things advance in time. So you can see the oil is climbing up, even though there is almost $1 billion bet against oil. They bought puts, $1 billion bet against oil, but you can see oil is climbing up because the Hormuz Pass is not open right now, and there is no willingness of US now to engage in any war, because it knows engaging war with Iran further as a ground troop invasion is going to cost them dearly. Already 37 troops tragically lost in this Iran war of the US. Almost 310 civilians of or the soldiers of Israel have lost their life since the war began in February 2026, February 28th, which is the start of March. So, folks, the thing is, oil is going to go up. The target is 150, which I see. It can even touch $200 a barrel. So, going forward, as long as this war will continue, unless there is a peace agreement on the deals of Iran. Iran wants a deal, but it wants on its own term. First of all, it wants repatriation or repayment of all the damage done to its infrastructure, which is going to cost, to my lower estimate, $50 billion. That's my lower estimate. So oil is going to climb up, and the idiotic market of India will climb up, because these manipulators, currency manipulator India, will basically also. So as you know, they manipulate currency. Recently, the RBI tried to fix the arbitrary, or these people who are doing future contracts on puts and calls on India currency. They try to bar them, or they try to subdue them, oppress them, repress them. This is what India people do. They manipulate the markets. They manipulate their currency. Despite RBI 2 days ago tried to manipulate the currency is still above 93 rupees to a dollar. Okay, when I started predicting, it was almost around 70 rupees to a dollar when I said trash India currency, because it was doing genocide. It's not doing a hard genocide, but it's doing a soft genocide every time. Always remember, India is the largest hate criminal nation. It was born to do hate against humanity. So here are my prediction snippets from oneworldpress.wordpress.com, which have been operating since 2010. I've been giving you all the heads up for humanity. And if you follow this site, oneworldpress.wordpress.com, since 2010, you'll get all the heads up, year ahead or months ahead or 2 months ahead, heads up what to do next, how to fight battle against these serial rapists. So you have to fight this battle. I'm already fighting a spiritual battle for a long time. Genocidal India, very popular since 1984. Implementation of George Orwell, 1984. Exactly in 1984 India. So they try to commit genocide many times. India is the largest communal violence nation. Hate criminals are everywhere. I keep telling you these snippets. You can always watch my shorts. I keep releasing a shorts a lot because I don't get that much of time, folks, to prepare this long, lengthy video to give you more information. I've already given tons and tons of information. It's the same repetitive method, but I keep abreasting you with the latest events of the world. And whenever I have a new prediction, I'll share with you. But there's a war going on in India, which is pagan versus non-pagan people. So the largest organized mafia is attacking the innocents, the lowest unorganized people in India, which are mostly non-pagan. So that's why there's a code red you have to use for genocidal India. Whenever you find these pagan people, the gangsters, or so, folks, as far as I can see, I can tell this war of Iran is going to continue, as there's much damage done on both sides, and specifically Israel never expected Iran to be so much of defiant, or so much of having so much of what you call composure, and what you call reluctance to give away or to surrender. So Iran has really showed asymmetric warfare, how the asymmetric warfare is fought, and Russia is watching, China is watching Iran very carefully. So as the oil prices shoot up, it's all better to go for EV. As you can see, this is my EV bike. I purchased in February 2026, and I've been using this EV bike now. You can see I'm charging here, electric charging, and as I was well aware that it's time now to switch to EV, and even though I have a car, I don't drive my car so much, then I do this EV bike, which is serving good purpose to me, and I can basically do a very short excursion. I don't long travel. I only travel for about 2 or 3 miles, or at the time at most 15 miles. So that's not much for this bike. This bike can travel in a go about 90 miles or 100 miles in a go charge, and it can continue to drive if you keep feeding the batteries or charge for non-stop for 500 or 600 kilometers, which is almost around 200 miles. But anyways, folks, I recommend for this EV change yourself to EV, because oil is going to stay up, as I can see, for a good amount of time. So I use this bike. It's from Indy, River Indy. It's the new company in India, operating for almost 3 years. And you can check on this number over here, RJ60QS1766. Use this summer red color. Yes, I like the summer red color. And I tell you, it's time for EV. Switch from petrol and gas and diesel. So okay, folks, in the end, the only other topic which I've left since my last release of video on March 23rd, and I have to cover this topic, that X, basically from Elon Musk, Tesla company X, tells High Court of India to review its disproportionate order to block 12 accounts. As you know, India is well popular, the Genocidal India or hate criminal nation government of India, also known as GOI, is very popular, world famous for doing a lot of this curbing, unnecessarily blocking, unnecessarily, extrajudicial blocking of account or suspension of accounts. Is very popular. It's known as genocidal nation. It will do for not only when it finds that some person is anti-India or anti-national or basically leaking the security or defense sites of India on X or YouTube. They are not attacking that, which other nations will do. They are doing extra mile. Government of India, world popular, is attacking racism. It's profiling racism because I told you the basic war in India, genocidal war, is always pagan versus non-pagan. So if you have to understand the genocidal India, the genocide mindset of India government and people, you have to understand pagan versus non-pagan. The genocidal mindset of India is always anti non-pagan people who are non-pagan. So to do that, they will do all these sort of gimmickries, metaphor, moron, criminal game. They are going to block their accounts. They are so much dirty, they are so much pathetic, and I cannot tell you how much low to the gutter these people have fallen. To the gutter they have fallen is that they're even blocking to comment accounts of those targeted individuals of India. You cannot even comment their YouTube channel. You cannot comment on their X profile. This is how much low they have fallen to the gutter. The genocidal India mindset of gutter. This is how much low these people can go. And you can see over here, quite evident that X alone is fighting this battle on High Court of India, that why they have to misuse this power, why they have to blanket block the accounts of innocents who are not basically doing any NSA, national security or defense deal, or not basically sharing the pictures of secret sites of India or missiles or technology. They are simple citizens. Maybe they are critics of the government. Being a critic of the government is not anti-national. But people of India, genocidal India, hate criminals of India, will call critic of a government of India or a leader as anti-India. They'll call this person is anti-India. This person belongs to Pakistan. This is the mindset of pagan gangsters of India. The pagan genocidal gangsters of India. They are very good in indoctrinating the world. They are known as the pundits of the world, but only for genocide. India can be a world guru right now. You can call India world guru for genocide. They'll teach people, if you today make India guru, the world guru, what will they teach? They'll teach the whole world to do a genocide. So folks, my saying and my prediction and my enlightenment soul says, never make India world guru. If you make current India world guru, it's going to teach genocide, corruption, bribery, rapist, serial raping, pimps, sex trafficking to the world. If you make them world guru right now, never make India world guru. You will repent your whole life. Being even close associated with genocidal India is like selling your soul to the devil. If you want to sell your soul to the devil, if you want to sell your religion, then you will be closely friend with India government, which only have one mindset of hate crimes against humanity, how to commit a genocide. If not hard genocide, but they'll commit a soft genocide. They'll run electromagnetic weapons, military-grade electromagnetic weapons on saints. That's genocidal India. They'll basically do backbiting. That's genocidal India. They'll basically do tarnishing of a saint, innocent person of India. That's genocidal India. They'll always do bickering behind the scenes. That's genocidal India. So these are the qualities of India, folks. Genocidal, hate criminal, condescending, very deceitful, deceptive, like a thief in the night. They're going to steal you, rob your soul like a thief in night.